But I was actually really surprised that we were playing Mario and Luigi this weekend. Um, and it's really funny because when we were playing, it was just us basically cursing at each other and threatening to kill each other because I don't know if you've ever played those games before.
Yeah, that's the thing with Mario and Luigi. Like you think it'd be, really fun co-op, and it is.
It
But
is, but
but
well,
if you get paired up with the partner who sucks,
oh god,
oh, it's the most frustrating thing. Like you gotta like I would want to play that game with like four people that like are
knew what they were doing.
knows what they're doing. They're gamers. They're not just like the casual friend who's never played before.
Well, and he had just bought the Pro controller,
Yeah.
and one of the things that sucks is he had a Pro controller, and I had to be using the Wiimote because you can't use the Wii U controller if
You
someone
can't
has
use the gamepad.
no, not on that game. On
Oh,
other games you can, but not on that one.
all right.
So, like, I'm sitting there using that controller, and it's just like, oh god, it was miserable because if you hit the A button, you instantly bubble,
Oh, okay.
and
How is the Pro controller just in general?
it's a 360 controller.
It's basically a
It's
360.
a
Is it
three.
like comfortable? Analog sticks are
I'm
good.
using it right now. Like I started using it, and I was just like, yeah, this is really fucking good. So I kind of actually really like. Actually, the Wii U controller isn't bad at all. Even with
You
that
mean
screen on it,
yeah, yeah, you mean the gamepad?
yeah, it's perfectly fine. I have no issue with it at all. Um, the more time that I spent with it, the more that I'm like, this is perfectly fine. But then I picked up the Pro controller, and I'm just kind of like, oh, yeah, this just makes this a current console.
Mm-hmm.
And it's there are five really good games out for that system right now.
There are. I mean, I am most interested in a Wii U this holiday season because there's games, all the first party games. You got both Mario and Luigi, and then you got Mario World, you got Pikmin 3, Zelda Wind Waker. Like these are the games you want to play. And I just beat Zelda Link Between Worlds this morning, so now I'm like, okay, I need something,
I saved
quality.
all of the sages. I haven't.
You just got to go to the last level.
Yeah, yeah. Kind of got to that point that I'm like,
See, my whole thing. So if when you play the last level, and I didn't realize this, like the one thing that I don't like is after you beat the game, it doesn't save it. So the last level, if you ever want to like beat it again, you got to like play through it again. And in the last level, last dungeon, you get the red armor. And so if you basically wanted to get the red armor and then go back outside and get like
oh, so
maybe like the octopus things that you missed or pieces of heart or whatever that you didn't finish, you can't. So I basically beat the last level and then just beat the game, and then that was it. Like the game just restarts without asking you to save it.
okay.
So if I ever wanted to go back and like venture out into the world with the red armor, I have to replay that entire last level. So the point is if when you go to the last level, get all the shit, then just walk outside. There's a save point right outside the door. Save it, then go in and kill the last guy.
Okay.
So, and then after you beat it, then you can play hero mode, where it's like really harder and stuff like that. But I was actually surprised. You can kind of, and I don't want to spoil it, but you can kind of see like where the ending is going and like what's going to happen. But I was surprised. It was kind of.
I hear Ganon's last speech is spoilers. Everyone, the bad guy's Ganon.
Well, yeah, everybody's going to know that. But
Actually, no. Someone was actually I think it was like Twilight Princess or one of them that it was like Twilight Princess. Like they don't tell you it's Ganon for like half the game or something.
oh yeah, because you think it's Zant.
Yeah, but it ends up being Ganon, whatever.
You're
But it's
right,
like, and
right.
someone was like, and people started being like, yeah, no, it's Ganon. And everyone's like, spoiler! And it's like, it's a fucking
Come on.
Zelda game.
Yeah, exactly. You know what's going on.
Yeah.
So that was my own. That's really my only complaint with Link Between Worlds is just how the game doesn't save it after you beat it. But because I guess basically they want you to play the hero mode again. But it just kind of sucks if you wanted to go back and get everything. But yeah, the ending was pretty good. Again, you could kind of see, you get a whiff of what's going to happen, but it was a nice surprise at the end.
Yeah. I hear that Ganon's he gives like a speech about why he's doing it, and it's the most like, oh, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing with Skyward Sword, where like the ending is kind of like, oh, it wraps everything up. Like it wraps everything up in a way that you didn't even think it needed to be wrapped up, but it does. So
Yeah.
it's unexpected, but quality. I enjoyed it. I thought it was well done.
Um, I think this is a very good game. I don't think it's nearly as good. I think it was overhyped. Is my only concern with this because like everyone was like, game of the year, game of the fucking decade.
I think I think it's the best one of the best Zeldas to come along in a long time.
I like Twilight Princess quite a bit.
I mean, that's the thing though. Like every Zelda game, they're great games. I mean, we're not counting the CDI games, but every Zelda game is a high quality game. You're gonna enjoy it.
I like Wind Waker, but Wind Waker has so many fucking dead spots.
Yeah, that's what people say. People complain about, oh, the sailing and stuff like that. But I haven't played the remake yet, or the HD, version, because they're supposed to make that better with sailing a lot faster and like checkpoints and fast travels and all this kind of stuff. But I mean, yeah, there hasn't been a bad Zelda game, but I thought I really enjoyed A Link Between Worlds. I mean, it was better than what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. I don't know. Like everyone really hyped that game really fucking high, and that
Well, yeah,
always.
whenever there's a Zelda game, that's always going to be a big deal.
Yeah, people were really, really just like, oh, it's the best fucking thing that's ever happened ever, and I'm just like, oh, that's really concerning that you're saying that.
Yeah, I mean, well, the thing is too is because it really just shook up the formula because you can get all the items right away. You can go to any dungeon you want right away. It's just kind of more open world. It doesn't hold your hand as much. Even like the dungeons, even though that I think they were really well done. They were smaller. They weren't as long because it's fit for a portable system still. And even the boss battles were great. I thought the boss battles were a little maybe too easy, minus the one in the like the Lost Forest guy. That was kind of a pain in the ass. But other than that, I thought the boss battles were a little bit on the easier side.
Hmm.
But again, it was still a good game, great game. I really liked it. But anyway, we're playing Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate.
Right?
Completely off topic here.
Yeah, no, I'm just looking up where I can find Hot Pepper because I've been looking for one of these for fucking ever, and like, I've not yet found one.
So Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate on the Wii U here. This is a is it like a port or basically of Monster Hunter Tri on Wii from Wii on the original Wii?
Yes, this is. It's not a port. It's
Like 3.5 kind of.
Yeah, and it came out on the DS as the 3DS.
Oh yeah,
as well.
yeah. Can you play cross compatibility? If I'm on my 3DS version, you're on your Wii U version. Can we both play?
If you're in the same room.
Oh, it's only local.
Yeah.
That sucks.
But like I can play with other people on the Wii U.
Online?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is one of the like I'm 60 hours into this game.
Really?
Yeah. I'm really far into this game.
So you've just been playing this game all fucking weekend then, huh?
No, this is like pretty much my 3DS save.
Oh, because you could bring over your 3DS save.
Yeah, which is...
That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Which is kind of what I was doing.
See, Monster Hunter, this is another game where I purposely never played because I knew it would just suck my life away.
Yeah, did you ever play Phantasy Star Online?
I played a little bit of Phantasy Star Online.
This is basically a spiritual successor to Phantasy Star Online.
Yeah.
Like, as much as...
Like I bought a Monster Hunter. I forget which game I even bought. I won on the PSP. It was like $5 or something. I
Yeah,
bought
there
it.
a lot of them were on the PSP.
Yeah, there was like what, three maybe different versions on PSP, something like that. But I bought one of them. Never even opened the packaging because I was like, oh man, do I need to? When can I get into this?
There were a bunch of different ones on the PSP.
Yeah.
There was the first one. There were let's see, there was the first one, and then I think there was like the first it's like first like 1.5 like this guy.
Hmm.
What the fuck is going on with you?
What's kind of funny is my biggest Monster Hunter experience is actually playing Metal Gear Peace Walker.
Really?
Did you ever play Peace Walker?
No.
Because there's basically Monster Hunter levels hidden inside Peace Walker, and you actually talk to that cat who you were.
Oh, really?
The fairy cat. Yeah, it's like you go off the beaten path on one level, and if you do the right thing, the cat is there, and then you talk to him, and then that basically unlocks a whole, bunch of. Basically, it's Monster Hunter levels. You just go to this level. You can play up to 4-player co-op, and you just shoot monsters from Monster Hunter. Like it was like a joint thing between Konami and Capcom, just because Kojima was really addicted to Monster Hunter and wanted to include part of it into his game.
Yeah, I've heard that that was in there.
Yeah, those levels are hard as shit too. Like you need, you gotta join a game with at least like 3 other players. 2 other players maybe if you're powered up. But those are hard levels.
Yeah, right now I'm going through and like basically buying stuff for combinations. So like there's like different like potions and stuff that you can make, so you can do like infinite dash and shit like that throughout the game.
Hmm.
And like this is like this is basically hard mode. Like when you come to this town, it has like all of the harder quests and shit like that.
Hmm.
And like I came here specifically just to be like, they sell better stuff.
Yeah, well,
Randomly.
yeah, especially if you're dozens and dozens of hours in.
Yeah, so I just kind of like swung by here. I stopped, checked really quick to see if there was anything decent kicking around in one of the stores, and unfortunately, it wasn't anything I was looking for at the moment.
Did you have to download on the 3DS on the eShop? There is like a little app where you send like your data over to your Wii U. You know what I'm talking about? There's like a
You mean
transfer
for this?
tool. Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
So you used it.
yeah.
Okay. Was that easy? Just click this and hit go.
It was. It was very nerve-wracking because the first thing that it says is like, if this fucks up, you're gonna lose your Monster Hunter data.
Oh, really? See, I downloaded it because I was like, oh, maybe I'll use this one day. You never know.
Well, yeah, that's the thing, is that it straight up says like, oh man, if this fucks up, you're like,
Yeah.
that's the end of your Monster Hunter data, and I'm like,
Does the Monster Hunter save on the game cartridge, or can you save like the save file on your SD card?
I believe it saves on the card.
Because I mean, I guess worse, you can always maybe plug your SD card in, just like save your save file on your PC or something. But
I'm sure like I could probably back it up if I wanted to. Like,
yeah, there might be a way.
Yeah, there are like small ways around and stuff, and I'm sure that I could like look it up and do all kinds of shit like that. But I was just like, oh,
Yeah, that is a little nerve-wracking, especially if you spend so many hours.
yeah.
So are you using the gamepad right now?
No,
Or is this like
I'm using a Pro controller.
Pro controller?
The Pro controller is exactly like a gamepad, except it has no screen in it.
Yeah.
And it just feels like a 360 controller.
Is it a little bit lighter than the gamepad? Like, is the gamepad kind of heavy?
No, the gamepad's actually really light. It's surprising.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you said you bought this for $20 at GameStop?
Yeah, GameStop has it for $20.
That's actually a pretty sweet deal, considering, if you can get some friends, especially ones that played, the 3DS version. I mean, you can. This can be a great game.
Yeah, like
I mean, it's built for multiplayer, built for co-op.
I actually have like a friend of mine came over and we were drinking, which is actually it's really funny because I was super drunk and I actually beat a really hard monster. Like because they have like boss monsters that you can like you fight against,
Yeah.
and I'm fucking wasted, and I'm like, oh my god, I beat Diabolus. It's like it was like my first kill of of that monster, and it's like I was just like, holy shit, fuck.
What were you drinking?
Rum.
Ooh,
Yeah, right.
Captain Morgan.
Yeah, actually, Captain. I was doing Captain Coke.
Nice, a staple.
Yeah. I was nice and toasty, and and like he was watching me, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm probably gonna end up buying this." Fuck. I'm like, "Yeah, right."
I know, like, so you can go out and spend $500 on a new Xbox, $400 on a new PlayStation, but I mean, really, it's like, do you need to buy one right now? Like, what are you gonna play? Killzone, which is just basically another shooter. Like, the only thing next gen game that like I actually like wanna play is the new Killer Instinct on Xbox.
I heard it's kind of not great.
I played I played it for a little bit. I played it for about 10 minutes, and I liked it. I mean, it was Killer Instinct. It's just combo heavy. I could not get into it deeply because I only played it for a little bit. But my initial impression, I liked it. I mean, it's still a downloadable game. It's not like a full retail version or anything like that. More characters are coming out soon, but
Yeah, there's only like 4 or 6 characters or something.
yeah, right. Like Spinal comes out this month or something, and like Full Gore is next month or something like that. But yeah, I'm more. I want to play more Wii U games right now than
Yeah, than like anything that's on Xbox One. Well, that's the thing. Is like everyone was calling the Wii U dead, and it's just kind of like, like.
It's just the first party games I want to play. Don't get me wrong, but
Well, Monster Hunter is a third-party game.
Monster Hunter might be like the one third party exception, even though it is like Monster Hunter.
Oh,
Like
Wonderful
3.5.
101.
Well, Wonderful 101. That kind. Well, I mean, I would want to play that just because it is a third party game that's not found anywhere else. Same thing like with the upcoming Bayonetta 2. That's going to be exclusive at
Bayonetta
least for a
2.
while.
I actually want to buy Bayonetta 1. I think you can get that for like a song at this point.
Yeah,
Fuck!
I never played Bayonetta 1.
I played a bit of it. It's
What happened? Did you walk out the
yeah,
side?
I zoned.
That sucks that there's no like barrier. It doesn't like ask you if you want to.
That was a fucking newbie mistake.
Yeah. But yeah, Wii U, and then you can always get yourself some Earthbound if that's your cup of tea.
Earthbound and Super Metroid I almost cracked on.
Yeah.
Almost.
Super Metroid was a Club Nintendo on regular Wii like a month or two ago.
Yeah, on regular Wii though.
Yeah, right.
Isn't there an upgrade program that like if you own
Yeah, there is, and I don't know. I forget that it's something like if you bought it on Wii, you can re-download it again on Wii U for like $1, or it's like $2, or it might even be depending on the game or something like that. Again, I don't know the details.
Well, supposedly, like in last year, they were doing like once a month. They were doing like a game that you could get for $0.25.
It was for 30 cents to celebrate their 30th anniversary.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, it was for like the 30th anniversary of like the Famicom or something like
and it was
that.
Like
and they had
Super Metroid, F-Zero,
and one of them was like the original Donkey Kong. They did it for like 5 months. It was one game a month. If I would have had a Wii U, sure, yeah, absolutely, I would have bought those games. See, the thing is if you buy the game on Wii U, it's different than if you buy it on Wii because the Wii U version has like the Miiverse support.
Yeah,
so that's really like the only that's the way Nintendo's spinning it. So they had to like implement this like one new feature, just the Miiverse.
Well,
support,
can you do off-screen play with those?
I think you can.
Okay.
I'm not 100%, but I want to say that you can.
And I know you can do that with this too. And I was playing around with Netflix, and Netflix was kind of cool. Like, you can actually watch Netflix just on the
Oh
controller.
yeah, yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, the off TV play. I mean, I don't think Nintendo promotes that enough.
No.
It's like that no other.
Well, the thing is, like, a lot of the shit doesn't look nearly as good as you'd think you'd really
Of
want it
course.
to.
You know what I mean? Like I guess my question is, if you're playing like, say you're playing like Monster Hunter here, and if you're using the gamepad, does Monster Hunter use the touchscreen? Can you use the touchscreen to like,
There's some stuff
or
that there is some stuff that it does support for that.
because so then if you're just playing it like off screen, you kind of lose the functionality of like because like Wind Waker has like an interface on the touchscreen where you can like quickly.
I think there's like inventory management with this. There's it'll display the map down there a lot of the
Yeah,
time,
right.
which is actually really fucking useful in these games.
It is, yeah.
Actually,
Yes.
this is a capture quest. I have to be really careful because I can. This is like an earlier monster. I can actually. The reason I haven't completed this is I accidentally fucking kill him pretty consistently.
Yeah. Does he like drop the item or something or?
No, you know this isn't dropping an item. This is actually like I'm trying to capture him.
Oh, you have to capture him. Oh, I
Yeah.
thought it was like capture like an item that he drops or something.
No, 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 no.
So you got to like weaken him,
Yeah. He'll start drooling.
kind of like Pokemon style.
Yeah, he there all of the monsters have tells that you know how weak they are. I believe his is he drools. Well, they all drool
Yeah, beat up.
when they're pretty low. He's limping now. That's pretty sizable tell.
So then how do you capture him? You gotta put him in a Pokeball.
I have put him in a Pokeball. I have like there are like shock traps that you can use. There's capture items that you can use to capture him,
Yeah.
trap him, if you will.
Are you playing this just solo right now? Or
Yeah,
is it,
yeah, yeah,
or-
it's just
oh,
me.
you just got like those two dudes with you, like the NPCs are helping you fight.
Cha Cha and the other guy. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's great though because like they're like some of the enemy characters will like help support this guy normally, but like when he attacks them, they'll just be like "fuck you" and start attacking him, which is kind of what they're doing now.
Yeah. You can kind of use them as. I mean, that's like with any game. If
What
you
the
got
fuck?
a guy with you,
Did
kind
I
of use them
fail?
as bait. Oh.
Quest failed. Oh, he died. Okay. Yeah. See, I fucked up. He wasn't drooling. Was my issue. That was the longest one I've ever hunted.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Was that like the toughest one, like the highest level
I
or something?
guess, but he's like such a low level for me.
Yeah.
It's not really a thing. So what I'm going to do is go in here and grab some of my items to try and maybe make capturing him.
So you bought the Mario bundle, right? You got
Yes.
the Mario,
Yeah.
and then so the Mario, those are the actual like physical discs, right? They're not like the games like
Disc.
are on the hard drive.
I got a disc. Singular.
One disc.
Yeah.
So both games are on one disc.
Yeah.
Okay, which is fine.
Yeah, whatever. It just says like Mario and Luigi. It's, you know.
Yeah, I was just worried because
Yeah.
with limited
Well, and it's,
limited hard drive space.
It's only 25 gigs too, because like the operating system takes.
Oh, it is. Yeah, that's. I was going to ask. What is the usable space out of the 32?
Yeah, that which they never fucking.
They never. Yeah, that's the same thing even with Xbox. They got a 500 Xbox One. They got a 500 gig hard drive in there, but you're only getting like somebody. I think I read like you're only getting like 400 gigs of space or something. I mean, that's going to be one of the things where I foresee give the Xbox One another year. They're going to start shipping with 2 2 terabytes.
I don't know.
They have to, because I mean, each game. And I think I read an article, like, if you bought every launch game, you would fill up your 500 gig hard drive on your Xbox.
Did you read the thing that it was like they were comparing just like install times on like how long it takes to get into a game with an install on PS4 versus Xbox One?
No, what did they say? What was the difference?
Xbox One typical with install and required update. It was like PS4 was 15 seconds, Xbox One was 15 plus minutes.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not.
One of the things though, I mean, that I saw, you put the disc in and you can start playing, even though it's still installing.
Yeah.
It might only be at like 15% or 10% or 20%, but it'll still let you play, even though it's installing in the background.
Is that with the Xbox or the PS4?
That's with the Xbox, yeah. So even though you got to install gigs worth of data, you can still play. You don't have to wait the full. It's kind of like Xbox 360 now. You can optionally install games to your hard drive so they play a lot faster, and that takes, depending on the size of the game, could take up to 10-15 minutes. So it's kind of people shouldn't be that upset about it. It's kind of what's going on right now, but
I don't like there's just some stuff that I'm mild.
I mean, really, I'll probably get an Xbox or PS4 when like Metal Gear comes out. That's what I did with my PS3,
which they're already saying probably not until 2015.
Oh yeah, the full version. They're saying, because they're going to split up, Ground Zeroes and the Phantom Pain.
Well, yeah, but they're saying like don't expect either one of them, and like at any time soon.
Well, Kojima said that he's going to be releasing Ground Zeroes first, in sometime in 2014. He might even said as early as like March. But then the full, like the last portion of the game, the Phantom Pain, because it's going to be way bigger, they're going to release it later, and they were going to kind of split it up into 2. Otherwise, we'd be waiting, until 2015 or the end of 2014 to play this game. So he's like, well, let's just release what's available now, and then kind of take it from there. But that'll be, that's really the next game to really get excited about.
I waited a year for this console to come out, and now I'm happy to have it.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta let it pick up some steam. Titanfall might be cool.
Yeah, Titanfall is going to be cool. It's the Call of Duty guys. It's in the same instance, it's like, like look at the Xbox One, like the Xbox 360. When was the first time that you really cared about the 360?
Right.
Dead Rising.
Right.
And Dead Rising was like it was like 10 months after launch.
Yeah, and Dead Rising, I mean, that wasn't even a spectacular game anyway.
Oh, I love that series. It's not great, but
yeah.
I hear that in the new one, in Dead Rising 3, when you die, it's a full 60-second load time.
Oh, really?
Dude, that's unacceptable. Supposedly with the Xbox, people have been talking about like when you replace the hard drive, like even if you replace it with an SSD, it doesn't really cut the load time that much.
Yeah, they said it helps by maybe a few seconds, but it's not a big deal.
But whereas the PS3, it's like it's a screw to keep the hard drive safely in place, and besides that, it's just like if you upgrade to an SSD, it's like noticeably faster. Yeah. They say hybrid drives aren't that bad. Like they're actually it's a decent upgrade. It's and normally hybrid drives are cheaper than an SSD.
Yeah, but I mean, give it another year. They're going to start bundling bigger hard drives in there. They'll maybe have a game or something on the, a digital game when you buy it. Something will be bundled.
God, how am I getting my ass kicked by this guy? I was stomping him last time.
Oh, you're taking him out. He's getting. Is that his energy? Is that your energy on top?
Yeah, it's
the
my
green
energy.
Bar?
They don't display their energy. You have to go by tells.
Okay, so that's your energy on the top then.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just ordered because Best Buy has the sale, buy one Nintendo game, get one 50% off. So I do Super Mario World and then Pikmin 3 because those are both the $60 games. So I got to go pick that up at Best Buy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my wife would leave me if I.
I mean, even with the deal, and I had a $5 reward zone credit that I had to use because I was going to expire. It was still $91 or something like that.
Yeah, it's like I would probably like Wonderful 101 and I don't know, like
I still want to like try Nintendo.
no, that's not even Nintendo, so it wouldn't apply to that. So it would have to be.
Oh yeah, yeah, and it's only a few. And you can if you look up on the website, there's a few 3DS, like Luigi's Mansion. I think,
Own it, yeah.
Zelda's Link Between Worlds. Animal Crossing, I think, might have been on there.
Which I own, yeah.
So is other Nintendo. It's basically all the games that you're going to want to play anyway.
The only ones I don't have are the Wii U ones, though.
Yeah.
Well, and Mario Party for the 3DS.
Oh, yeah, Mario Party just came. Yeah, I think that was on one of the games.
But it's actually kind of funny because I was talking when my friend was over. We were playing. We were talking about Mario Party. He's like, dude, Mario Party's awesome. And just like, it's a great drinking party game, except for the fact that like, you basically have to be able to have 10 people at your apartment at any given time.
Yeah. For
it to be fun. He's like, I would never buy it again now because I don't have that many people hanging out with me.
Right. When are you going to get 10 people or even 4 people in the same room anymore?
And like, yeah, and now it's like, also it's on the 3DS, and he's like, the only person that I know with a 3DS is you, and like...
Yeah.
He's like, we could barely play Mario and Luigi, or New Super Mario Brothers without fucking killing each other. Like, how the fuck are we gonna play Mario Party?
Yeah. That's the thing. If you can get 4 players, okay, a little bit. You can have a little bit of fun playing Mario Party. That's fine. But we talked about this before. Where Nintendo, they just don't believe on online play. So if I would love it if Mario World and if New Super Mario Brothers was online, because then I'd be able to play it 2, 3, and 4 player. But then maybe have some fun with it. But other than that, I'm never going to have 4 players in the same room that are all going to want to play Mario. That's one of the reasons why Nintendo sucks, because they lack a good online presence, a good online system.
Actually, the Miiverse is kind of cool.
I'm sure it is. But I just want, like, I wouldn't mind having achievements. I wouldn't mind having an Xbox Live-like system, a PSN-like system, where you can make a party chat and things like that, But that's Nintendo.
Yeah, they have Wii U, chat, like, communicator or some bullshit like that.
Yeah.
Messenger that you can do.
But then it's like you look at Xbox and they have Skype, and like friggin' everybody has Skype, So it's like how, you gotta have something. So their response to that was the Wii Speak on the Wii. Where you can talk like when you're playing Animal Crossing on...
Yes! Fucking got him!
There you go.
Can I skin him now that he's asleep, or... No. I don't know. This game's weird sometimes. I hear you're popular with your phone going off like crazy.
Oh, jeez. It happens.
Mr. Popular. Send rewards to box. Yeah, so this is
Monster Hunter.
Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, this is if you can get yourself a few friends to play this, co-op.
Absolutely.
I think it would be. It's kind of I don't think it. It's huge in Japan, and it's big here. People, U.S. gamers play it, but it's not as big in Japan. But yeah, if you can get a few buddies to play this, I think it could be a good time.
Absolutely. All right, so I guess that's us for this time because you wanted to do a
Yeah,
quick stream for
check
today.
us out at mygamer.com. My name is Zach. You can check me out I'm at SquallSnake on Twitter. You can also check out my website, which is squallsnake.com. You can find me on Xbox Live on also SquallSnake. Just find me anywhere. Become my friend. Let's play Xbox together. Look at my website. Look at our website. Watch our streams. Blah blah blah.
I'm Gilman on Twitter. If you want to add me as a friend, play some Monster Hunter. I'm Gilman35 on the new Wii U. I'd love to have some friends, play some Monster Hunter. Send me a friend request. Visit my website, varms.net. I also write for mygamer.com. I wrote a really couple awesome reviews recently.
Yeah,
Check those out.
yeah, we both did.
Yeah.
Some great games.
Yeah. So there you go. We will see you guys later.
See ya.